shrimp people. Today's video is all about snowflake food. As you can see, I just dropped in a pellet, and as I speak, you're going to see the magic of snowflake food, how attracted the shrimp are to it. They actually love eating it, and how it expands in the water and resembles snow. Snowflake food is actually compressed soybean hulls, so they're compressed into a pellet form, and when you drop it in the water, it expands and it gets really big. So you only need a small piece for a small colony. If you have a lot of shrimp or a larger colony, you can add more. And with snowflake food, it has a lot of great nutritional value to it. Shrimp actually love eating the snowflakes themselves. Plus, the snowflakes act as a surface for mycelium to grow. And mycelium is a vegetative stage of fungi. And you will never really see it with your naked eye because the shrimp are constantly grazing on it as the mycelium is produced. But that's why I like to put always extra snowflake in my tank, so that the mycelium continues to be produced, and the shrimp not only eat the snowflake food, but they're also eating the mycelium. Now, mycelium is known to have a lot of beneficial nutrients, proteins, amino acids, fats, all these great things that are wonderful for shrimp. And I wouldn't suggest it as like a food for the tiny shrimp, because the tiny shrimp have to make their way to the front of the tank or close to the snowflake food to actually benefit from it. But what it is a great food for shrimp that are actually big enough to come to the front of the tank. So that includes peewee size shrimp. So those are shrimp that are not tiny babies, but you know, the little ones that you see finally coming to the front of the tank or to the food dish. Juvenile shrimp, adult shrimp. I mean, I will tell you right now, my shrimp absolutely have been going crazy over snowflake food since I ever introduced it. I've had great success rates in terms of my shrimp growing at good rates, good survival rate of, you know, not babies, but bigger size shrimp. So it's great because it doesn't spoil in your water. It won't pollute your water. It won't attract pests like other foods will. And that's the great thing also about it, is that it can be used as a vacation food. Some of us go away from time to time, and it's really nice to be able to drop a couple of these pellets in before you leave, or one if you don't have a lot of shrimp, or a couple if you have tons of shrimp. And by the time you come back, you may still see some snowflakes. You know, that is the entire point of this food, is that you can keep it in the tank. It's a continual food source for your shrimp that has a lot of nutritional value, and it won't spoil your water. I'm thinking the reason it's got its name snowflake food is because it looks like snow. That makes sense, right? So when you put it in, it expands really quickly. So a small pellet that's like a centimeter long will grow into a significant pile that's at least like an inch by an inch, across by an inch tall. So it gets pretty big, and it looks like snow on the bottom of your tank. As your shrimp go onto the snow pile, you know, it fluffs up and it looks like a little snow flowing around the tank. So I really love it. It's not one of those foods that can easily be contained. It does make its way around the tank, but I like that. I like that shrimp can get a piece. They all can get a piece. It easily comes apart, so everyone gets a piece is what I'm trying to say. Anyways, shrimp people, I highly recommend this food. I mean, so many different shrimp food sellers sell it. It's virtually the same thing across the board, just different brands, maybe a slightly different appearance. I do sell it on my site. I ship to USA and Canada. If you don't have a lot of shrimp, a 25-gram package will last you a long time. If you are rotating with other foods, it's going to last you a long time. If you have a lot more shrimp tanks, well, you might want to buy a couple more packages, or you have to buy them more often. And that's it, shrimp people. I hope you can see how crazy my black pintos go for this stuff. I feed it regularly, and the only time I don't have Snowflake food in my tank at all times is when I actually let them finish it so that I can give them a different type of food so that they have a bit of a varied diet. So if I leave the Snowflake food in, I find that they don't readily accept other foods as well. So I kind of let them finish it, give them another type of food, and then the next feeding I go back to Snowflake. This works really well for me, and I have had great success doing it this way. You guys can do it however you want, but that's how I do it. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe, and I will see you soon.